Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thanks to the Committee of International Symposium of Reaction Engineering, Catalysis and Sustainable Energy for their invitation to me as a keynote speaker in this meeting. Here, I would like to present my presentation entitled A Hybrid Catalytic Plasma Reactor for Energy and Chemical Conversion. As you know, currently the decreasing potential sources of fossil fuel affects on the limitation of energy resources in the future. Therefore, there should be effort strategically to reduce the dependence to the fossil fuel. So the usage of alternative renewable energy sources is very important uh, and needs to be protected by the government as a government strategic policy or legal plan. This is important in order to strengthening their implementation in real application. We have also abundance of natural gas and then the abundance of vegetable oil that this is potential to be converted to the biofuel, and we have to be focused on this conversion right now. However, some limitation should be resolved in its development, especially when we are using the conventional process technology. Uh, an advanced process is the plasma assisted technology for the conversion processes. This is as an alternative solution. We have two methods in recent development, namely plasma assist catalysis process, or the second one is the catalysis assist the plasma process. We have three examples of the development of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor. The first one is in the conversion of natural gas into the higher hydrocarbon, maybe directly from natural gas into the higher hydrocarbon, maybe via the coupling, oligomerization, and so on. And the second one is the biodiesel production, and we found the significant improvement here about the shorter reaction time. And the third one is the development of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for cracking, cracking of vegetable oil, for example, is the palm oil into the liquid fuel. Now, we have the common problem in the conventional reaction process. For example, the longer time of reaction, either in the homogeneous or the heterogeneous catalytic process. Also, requirement of high inertia of the reactor, and then the deactivation of the expensive catalyst, because of the coke formation. This is a common problem in the conventional reaction process. Also need more effort and time in product separation processes. For example, in the homogeneous catalytic process of the biodiesel production. And then sometime very low conversion because of the thermodynamic limitation. For example, in the reaction between methane and CO2 for the direct reaction to higher hydrocarbon. We have a benefit when we use the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor technology. The first one is the synergistic between the high energetic electron and the catalytic activation role on the surface of the catalysis. This synergy is very important to be investigated more in the future. And then the high energetic electron from the plasma produced from the high voltage power supply have role on the breaking the chemical bond or assisting the catalytic process, maybe exciting the bonding electron pair or so that the bonding pair are easier to be broken. Therefore, the catalyst has a role on the surface of reaction for the directing the chemical reaction, yeah, or the increase or improve the selectivity, yeah, because the catalytic reaction is performed easily at lower activation energy. Catalyst has also the role on directing the reaction selectivity. This is very important in the catalytic plasma reactor, because when we use only the plasma reactor, so the direction of the reaction cannot be controlled, or it is difficult to control the direction of the reaction. So this is the basic principles of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor. We produce here the energetic electron from the high voltage power supply and introduce on the high voltage electrode, and the electron will be flowed to the ground electrode and contact with the molecule of the reactant, and the energetic electron will affect on the bonding electron pair on the reactant, maybe excited electron pair on the catalyst surface. So after the electron pair will be excited, the breaking of the bonding will be easier. This is the various type of the plasma reactor. We have the DPD, and then the corona, and then the arch, and the gliding. We have 4 type of the plasma reactor. We can choose the suitable of this type of the reactor. It depends on the system. This is the classification of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor system. We have 2 classification group depending on the position of the catalyst toward the plasma. So we have the single stage catalytic plasma reactor, and also we have 2-stage catalytic plasma reactor, either pre or post plasma. And depending on the interaction between the electrode, we know the DPD. We have a DPD barrier here, and then the corona discharge tips to planar, and then the spark or arch reactor is tip to tip the relation. With respect to the single stage hybrid catalytic plasma reactor, in this system, the catalyst pellet will be packed within the plasma discharge zone, or maybe in another way is the coated the catalyst on the surface of the electrode. This catalyst could completely or just partially overlap with the plasma zone in this manner, where the plasma and the catalyst could directly interact each other. So the energetic electron and the catalyst will be molecularly interacted and become the complex interaction, which is the catalyst assist the plasma process, or plasma assist the catalysis process. In the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor, the reactor is controlled mainly by the thermal catalysis, by introducing the catalyst on the discharge zone. While the non-thermal plasma is aimed to increase the internal energy of reactant, because there is no heating in the non-thermal plasma. Therefore, the non-thermal plasma mainly contribute to the only vibrational excitation of shared electron within the reactant covalent bonding rather than dissociation or ionization. Depending on the power of the high voltage power supply, so that the activation energy will be lower. For the conventional thermal catalysis, the most gaseous reactants are in ground state when reaching the catalyst surface, so that the activation energy will be higher when we compare with the plasma. However, for the single-stage hybrid catalytic plasma, parts of the gaseous reactant are changed by the energetic electron into chemically active species, or the metastable component, for example, as the excited species or the free radical and or even ions. This is the schematic diagram of the single-state hybrid catalytic plasma reactor. We put here in the discharge zone the catalyst. The catalyst should be put here, and this is the ground electrodes, and this is the high voltage electrode. So this is the electric furnace to heat up the catalyst to reach the catalyst activation. And here with respect to the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor, when we use the two-state, two-state mean the plasma pre-processing or the plasma post-processing. Here is the plasma post-processing. The catalyst we put in the we put catalyst before the plasma, but for the plasma processing, we put the catalyst after the plasma. So here for the plasma pre-processing, is here. Plasma we treat with the plasma without catalyst, and then the plasma and combine with the catalyst. The plasma provide chemically reactive species without the catalyst on the pre-processing, and this option is not good because of the very short life active species. So maybe the active species, radical or excited species, ion will be vanished before reach the catalyst. And then in the plasma post-processing, the plasma is to convert the residual reactant and destroy the undesired byproduct. I think the post-plasma configuration was observed to be the optimal condition for the case of the two-stage hybrid reactor based on the previous researcher conclusion. Okay. This is, for example, utilization of the catalytic plasma reactor for the converting natural gas into the higher hydrocarbon directly. We use here the methane and CO2 reaction to be reacted catalytically into the ethane and ethylene, C2H6 and C2H4. So when we consider the standard keep free energy here, as you can see here for the equation 4.3 and equation 4.4, the delta G is large positive. So that means this reaction is very difficult to be conducted. This is the hybrid implementation of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for the methane and CO2 reaction. The bluish purple color here is due to the plasma discharge of the methane and CO2. This is improvement of the when we using the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor in comparison with the conventional catalytic fixed bed. When we use conventional catalytic fixed bed reactor, we only have the conversion of very low, only 5.1. So many researchers only found 5% of the conversion of methane when we react methane with the CO2. And when we introduce here the plasma within this catalytic fixed bed reactor, so we can improve the conversion to about 36%. This is an example of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for biodiesel production. This is the reactant. The reactant is the vegetable oil and methanol, and then the product is the biodiesel, fatty acid, alkyl ester, or the some gases, for example, is hydrogen. This is the comparison between the conventional catalytic and catalytic plasma reactor for the biodiesel production. As you can see here, at the same space time, the yield of biodiesel will be improved from the about 50% to 77%. And here is the reaction rate law of the catalytic plasma reactor. As you can see here, that the reaction rate law follow the Ehlers-Danlos mechanism. This is the catalyst, and then the reactor, and then the when we put the catalyst within the reactor inside on the discharge zone here, the catalyst used here is the 5% potassium oxide supported on the CaO zinc oxide. This is the example of the implementation of hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for cracking palm oil to biofuel. This is not the transesterification, but the cracking. Here the reactant is only vegetable oil without the methanol. For biodiesel, we introduce vegetable oil and methanol. But for the cracking, we only introduce the vegetable oil, and we can get the product hydrocarbon, the lower hydrocarbon as the main product, and then also the ketone, and then the ester, alcohol, organic acid, and glycerol. We use here the zeolite-based catalyst. This is the activity in the implementation of the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for cracking palm oil to biofuel. The first step is the design, creating, and modifying the zeolite-based catalyst to be suitable for the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor system by improving the Bronsted acid site and also the Lewis acid site. And the second step is the modifying and optimizing the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor system themselves. This is the comparison between the conventional catalytic fixed bed and the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor for cracking palm oil to biofuel. As you can see here, the reaction performance was improved about the conversion, about the yield, and also the ring of the product selectivity was shifted to the kerosene or the lower hydrocarbon. This is the comparison between the this is the comparison between the conventional and then the hybrid. When we compare this, this one, so you can see that the hybrid catalytic plasma reactor is better than the conventional catalytic fixed bed. This is the performance of the cracking palm oil to biofuel, as the selectivity of the gasoline, kerosene, diesel is mainly depends on the catalyst or combination or the synergy between the plasma and the catalysis. Okay. Finally, we have a summary of this presentation here. That usage of the plasma technology for the assisting catalytic reaction could significantly enhance the conversion or the yield, especially in the coupling, oligomerization, transesterification, and also cracking purpose. Plasma could assist the catalyst to decrease the activation energy of the reaction on the catalyst surface. The various plasma reactor design for the coupling or cracking or transesterification process have been developed. However, the DBD plasma reactor appear to be the most promising design in compare with the other kind of the reactor. Several process parameter, for example, is the discharge gap and then the feed flow rate, applied voltage, the presence of the catalyst, and the reactor temperature. This is important process parameter that should be more investigated, especially to find the synergistic role between the plasma and the catalytic activity. Thank you for the for this presentation. I would like to acknowledge to the contributor of this presentation for the UTM, University Technology Malaysia, for my PhD study 2002 to 2006, and then the Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education Republic of Indonesia for funding the research, and also the Institute of Research and Public Service Universitas Diponegoro. Thank you for all the contributor to this research. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.